Wolf Gang, what's good with it? Back with another video for y'all. Guys, when it comes to attracting women, when it comes to dating, matter of fact, just in general, in life in general, you have to be a risk taker, right? They said no risk it, no biscuit. In order to get the reward, in order to get what you want, you gotta take risks. Well, it's the same thing with women, right? You can't be a man that always plays it safe. That's why nice guys tend to finish last, because the nice guys tend to be the guys that play it safe, right? Them tend to be the dudes that are scared to take a chance and scared to do things out of the norm. And that's what the bad boy does, right? The bad boy does things that other dudes are scared to do. Well, that's how you gotta be when it comes to women. Like the way you talk to them, you can't just always just say the same old cliche type of stuff. The same old, hey, how you doing? Or what you doing today? Or this and that. No, you gotta switch it up. You gotta take risks. You know, the one thing about risk, it leads to excitement. That's the basis of it. That's the turn on for women. That's what's gonna turn a woman on. It's the excitement, right? Of not knowing, of not knowing what the guy is gonna do, right? Because the guy's not always playing it safe. So like when you're talking to a chick, make fun of her or something, right? Tease her a little bit. Dudes just be so quick to compliment girls. Oh, you look so nice today. Oh, your hair is so beautiful as always. All that BS. Nah, switch it up. Take a risk. Mess her hair up, right? That's what I would do at work when it comes to girls. I would play around with them. I would mess their hair up or pull their hair, stuff like that, right? Instead of just kissing their butt. And stuff like that would tend to make them have fun more, right? When I would do that. Because they wouldn't know what to expect with me. They're like, oh, we don't know what Jay about to do. He might come. He might say a joke. He might tease me. Shoot, I might give him a compliment. Might not, right? But it's the fact that they don't know. They don't know what's to come, right? So you got to take those risks. Even when you sitting there talking to a chick, right? Dudes be scared to break the physical barriers, scared to break the physical touch. Well, you will never, it will never get nowhere, right? You will never lead to anything sexual down the line if you're scared to break the physical barrier. So that's why sometimes it's okay to, just go up there and put your arm around the chick and gauge her reaction, right? Just do out of the blue things and see what happens. And chances are, she like you, she gonna let you, right? You put your arm around her, she's gonna be like, oh, whatever. She may put her arm back, I've had girls where I would go up, put my arm around them, just kind of joking, playing around, and they'll put their arm back, right? But it's the fact that I just did it. It's the fact that I wasn't thinking, oh, well, what if she reject me, or what if she push me away, and this and that. See, another thing, you got to have confidence when you're taking these risks. That's why I always say you got to build your confidence up. Confidence is the basis for being a man, to be honest, right? It's one of the key things you got to have in all areas, or else you won't take those risks. Even in career, going to career, think about the billionaires, think about millionaires, think about the guys with these businesses that's successful. What they have to do, they have to take risks. They didn't just stay in a comfort zone. They didn't just play it safe, right? And that's another thing that attracts women, right? In terms of careers, what do women like? Successful men, aka men who take risks. Okay, not just a man who's scared, who always wants to be comfortable, who, the fear of the unknown, just because you don't know what's coming next, you scared to take that next step. That's a turnoff for women. That's a turnoff. I remember I did a short on TikTok and I was talking about a man being ambitious and how like men don't want a man that's just sitting around doing nothing. And in the comments, oh no, it was talking about women don't want a man that's vulnerable and that's weak. That's what it was about. And in the comments, the women, some women would be like, oh, we want a vulnerable man. But other women would be like, you're right. It's the fact that it's not the vulnerable part. It's the part of no action. It's the part of men being vulnerable and then not taking no action, not taking the risk, not taking a chance, not taking the opportunity. That's what the girls was like, oh yeah, that's the turn off part, right? When you sit there and complain and cry and stay the same instead of getting out there, right? So when it comes to attracting women, you got to take that risk because you got to stand out. You got to leave an impression. Thinking about it, you always in competition with other guys, right? Always know in the back of your head, you always in competition with other guys when it comes to women. It's for one woman, she probably got 3 or 4 dudes that's trying to talk to her, even the average looking ones. So you're always in competition. So if let's say one chick has 4 dudes, and three of those dudes, tell her how beautiful she is. They play it safe. They text her good morning every day. They ask her how her day is going, and then one of those dudes rarely hits her up. She doesn't know where he completely stands. When he does talk to her, he doesn't compliment her. He'll tease her. He'll poke fun and treat her like a regular human instead of putting her on a pedestal. Which one you think is standing out? That guy. The guy that's not doing the same thing that all the other dudes is doing. So, and dudes be scared to take risks. So if you a risk taker in terms of how you interact with women, how you speak with women, career-wise, then you already ahead of the game. You already. Now, be careful. I'm not saying take, unnecessary risks. Don't be doing things that's going to get you in trouble with women, like, touching women inappropriate or anything like that. No. I'm saying, I'm saying you have to gauge it, right? You have to know what you could do and what you can do in the moment, right? But be reasonable with it. Be reasonable, all right? But I'm telling you, in terms of experience with women, they like the guy that's cool, that just kind of does things that throws them off a bit, right? They're like, damn, he different than the rest, right? He different than the rest of these dudes. He'll put me in my place. He'll tell me what it is. He doesn't always try to spare my feelings. That turns women on. So take more risks, right? No risk, no reward. Simple as that. All right, that's it for this video, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Y'all give me some feedback on how y'all feeling. To the next video. It's